dudes! Welcome to Speedy Superfood Bean Bowl! On our app, the most popular recipes are always quick, easy dinners. This ticks that box, and we say superfood, looking to the longest living population in the world, the superfood in the blue zones is beans! They make up 50% of their calories, approximately. So this is really tasty. We're gonna start with a wide bottom pan and we're gonna pop it on a high heat. In terms of our base flavors, we're gonna go with what we call scallions on this island, but they're also known as green onions or salad onions in the US. We're using these because these foundation flavors are often onion, garlic, ginger, chili, the likes of these. An onion might take 8 minutes to cook if we're gonna caramelize it or brown it properly, whereas scallions you can get cooked in kind of 2 to 3 minutes, and if you eat them raw, they still taste great. So we're gonna go in with approximately a tablespoon of olive oil into our pan. That's just gonna help with more caramelization and more heat distribution. Yeah. I've got a little bit of ginger. I'm gonna go with about half a thumb-sized piece. This is organic ginger, so I'm leaving the skin on and just kind of roughly chop it. Brilliant. So base flavors, as Stephen said, scallion, a bit of ginger and 1 clove of garlic. So very simple and easy, finely chopped, and we're gonna add all the veg in as soon as we chop it into the pan. And you could really, like if you wanted to use an onion instead, that would work perfectly. And if you didn't have ginger, you could leave that out or didn't like ginger. So this is very customizable. And this dish is designed to kind of use, it's kind of conceptual. You can design it based on what you have in the press. Whatever kind of like veg literally you have. I cooked something similar last night with grated carrot and I had a leek instead of scallions and I didn't have any ginger and I had different types of beans and it worked perfect. So it is very adaptable. So right now we're spring in Ireland and a lot of the garlic is starting to sprout. So in France they'll often say remove the little baby and take it out. And in Spanish they say take out the hijo, the little baby. So that's just the little germ or the green centre bit that often grows in springtime. Garlic will brown quicker, so just keep an eye on it. Just to keep that moving, we've got some cabbage. We're going to use cabbage because we had it in the fridge. Use whatever veg you want. This is Chinese leaf cabbage, but use whatever it is you have and try to chop an interesting shape in it. Just by giving us a bit of a different shape, it's going to make this dish present a little bit different. So as I mentioned, I grated some carrot last night and I used leek instead. So you can mix and match to what veg you have in the fridge. And this is very handy midweek dinners, because that's what we find consistently on our app, on our recipe club. People are always looking for easy 10-minute midweek dinners that taste really good. And this is a highly adaptable. So as Stephen popped in some cabbage there. Generous pinch of salt, and I'm gonna go in a little bit of water. So we're gonna move from frying to steaming because the heat transfers approximately 20 times quicker. So in goes that little bit of veg stock, about 100 ml. Pop a lid on and we're just gonna trap that heat, that steam. While that's happening, we're gonna take our kale. We're gonna use kale. This is Cavolo Nero, also known as dinosaur kale or black. It's just known as dinosaur, Cavolo Nero, or black. Black Cavolo Nero, black kale. Black Russian kale. Sometimes they call it as well. Yeah, but very simple. We grow this on our farm, and it's one of the most nutritious veg. But you can use any green. So the 5 basic flavors are salt, sweet, bitter, acidic, and umami. And this is part of the brassica family, so it has this nice sulfurous note to it, or bitter tang to it. Like some people don't like it, but adding it to a dish like this, you're really going to up the superfood. You're going to up the nutrition, and you're eating seasonal. Like certainly in the Northern Hemisphere in Ireland, you get kale 9 months of the year it'll grow. Probably 12 months of the year. It's one of the few things that it's frosty and cold. Like it actually grows all winter. Like it's really hardy and tough. And with brassicas, when there is a cold snap or frost or what is a brassica when you say the word brassica? It's a categorization of vegetables. There'd be broccoli in it, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale. All those ones that are high in sulforaphane. So I think we'll go with the beans next. I want to put the kale in last. So we've got 2 tins of beans, so approximately 500 grams net. Use whatever you have. We have some lentils and we have some butter beans, but use whatever beans you have. Just drain and rinse them. Okay, great. So I could use chickpeas if I had chickpeas, or I could use berlotti beans or whatever, mixed beans. It doesn't matter. Spices, use what you have. I'm going to go with, we're using kind of a Chinese cabbage, so I'm going to use a little bit of Korean gochujang. So we're mixing up our geographical locations. But as we said, mix and match this. I don't have gochujang at home, so last night gochugaru. I just used a teaspoon of chili powder. And if I was cooking if my kids were there, I would probably put in half a teaspoon or a pinch of chili powder because I know they don't like spice. So with any brassica or green like that, if you put a little bit of iron or a little bit of vitamin C, it helps with the absorption of iron. So I'm just going to go in a little bit of acid. It also helps balance a bitter. a bitter flavor compound.
Okay, very important now is
Sauce.
We're gonna make a sauce, and it's really just to enhance the flavor. This is still on a high heat. We're back up on a high heat.
So we've got about 200 ml of veg stock. I'm going to put in about 1 tablespoon of miso of choice. You can use a gluten-free one that's based on rice.
If I didn't have miso, could I just use soy sauce or tamari instead?
Yeah, I think miso is lovely to have.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a tablespoon of peanut butter, maybe 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
You can use almond butter or tahini if you're nut sensitive.
And a huge point here is that when you're cooking these speedy midweek dinners, you want to use aged concentrated ingredients. That sounds technical, but miso has been aged for a couple of years, so it's got these it's got these deep flavors in it.
Umami.
And then peanut butter is going to enhance, like it's not an age, but it's going to bring a richness. And then veg stock is going to immediately bring flavor. So using things that are very high in flavor is really, really important.
Just take a little...
So it looks very quick, it looks very delicious. We're going to add in all our... Let's add it all in and we'll just...
Allow it to cook down.
Allow it to... Yeah, I'm cooking this at a high heat. Really just cook it for another couple of minutes just to evaporate a bit more of the moisture. And really, that's our dish done. Like, it's very simple, it's very quick, it's very easy. So the name Speedy Superfood Bean Bowl is so true, it really is.
So in terms of serving it, just to make this, like, it could look, someone might go, oh, that's very peasant things. The secret to taking a good dish to a great dish is layering on flavor. So we're going to serve this with a little bit of a lovely olive bread that we baked, a sourdough one Danny and Ishmael baked this morning in the bakery. We're going to put some organic hummus. I'm going to put a little bit of avocado with it.
Okay, so I'm just knocking this off the heat and we're just going to serve our dish here.
Make sure to taste and adjust the seasoning to how you like it. Obviously, if it's salty, just dilute the flavor a little bit and add a little bit more lemon. So we've got our beans in here. We're going to serve this with a fermented food. So we've got some kimchi here, which we'll just always have in the press. And we do have recipes about how to make your own kimchi. Be generous with it. That's going to bring that acidity, that fermented food.
It's also going to give a lovely contrast of colour, which is really important.
We've got a hunk of sourdough. Do you want avocado?
No, I'd go with just hummus. I like hummus for up the superfood.
This is like... We have a hummus factory, we make a lot of hummus. This is our organic hummus and oh my God, it's so good.
Well, it's got a really nice strong tahini, which I really
love it.
So ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Speedy Superfood Bean Bowl. Like this took us 7 minutes rather than 10 minutes.
Because we were talking.
Very tasty, full of flavour, super nutritious, perfect midweek dinner. And as we said,
so much flavour.
These are the type of dishes which are most popular in our recipe club, which is really about supporting you. There's more than 1,000 plant-based recipes, and there's an amazing community to support you to eat healthier. It literally costs you $3.99 a month. I'll put a link to it down below. Please do check it out, and thank you so much for watching.
Is this high in protein?
I'd say it's definitely a protein source because beans, obviously, and chickpeas are a huge source of protein. So
there you are. Thanks for watching. Send a lot of love.
Bye.